Good morning from the second age of reason. We are here to talk to you about a little issue that's been kind of bothering the world for a number of years or decades. It's about, Israeli settlements and Palestinians wanting their own sovereignty, their own nation. And I just want to kind of clarify a few things because it's so common in the news to take things and then switch the words a little bit and turn it into something it isn't. So I thought I'd mention, I have heard that the solution planned before even 1948 was that when the Jews came back to Israel and pushed inwards, that the Palestinians would be given an area called Transjordan, which is now known as Jordan, which is now known as the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. It turns out the Hashemites are only a small minority of Jordan, and the majority are Palestinians. So it seems to reason and logic that people would want to say, well, why don't we just do the original plan of putting the Palestinians in Jordan? And I can think of several reasons why nobody's saying this, okay? Because of the Islamic bent of the Palestinians. They want to have their foothold in Jerusalem and famous old cities of ancient Israel, kind of saying, it's our turn now. So that's their foot in the door. They want it, so that's why they're staying as far west as they can. The Israelis, on the other hand, you'd think that they would want to push the Palestinians into Jordan, but they would rather, I think, have the Palestinians where they can see them, where they can control them and keep them in controlled areas. So it's kind of like they all complain and make a big deal about it, but it's what they all want right now anyway. If you put all the Palestinians into Jordan and they have their own Palestinian nation, then there's nothing left to fight about. They have more territory, more secure territory. Israel won't like it because you have this population that they can't control. It's nice for them also to have the Hashemites in control of Jordan too, because they have a treaty, I believe, in that regards. And then there's the matter of the settlements. And they make as though, at first there was a complaint that the settlements were like occupation. Well, if the settlements are not military, if they're civilian, I just see them as being foreign residents. And so what? I mean, I would say that if you have Jewish settlers in Palestine, they're just Palestinian Jews. And they should get used to it. And they should pay taxes to the Palestinian government. And I don't see what the big deal is. It's all because some people want to inflict control on other people. And it's that nasty word, control. And it's coming from both sides. In essence, I just say it's part of the reason America was founded, was to have the government not respecting an establishment of religion. And most people would say, well, that regards to a church or a specific religion. You don't want to have, like the Anglican Church in England, which was the classic example. And I say, well, exactly. England was a religious state. England was an establishment of religion. The king essentially put himself in place of the Pope. And so it was a Christian state. And the whole idea was that we were going to separate from the Christian state. And I think that pertains equally as well to Islamic states and Jewish states. We should be not in any way tied to a state that is an establishment of religion, whatever the religion is. because then you get caught in these stupid wars and conflicts that we don't belong in. So those are just my 2 cents on it. So you can comment and whatever about that, but I think it's time for states to be secular and to allow people of all faiths in them to allow practicing of their own religions and freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom of association, and all that sort of thing. The Constitution we can enforce here in America, but I think it applies pretty well worldwide, humanity-wide. So until later, we'll be seeing it.